Today I'm starting to test the golden robot called the XAUBot that I've been following for quite a long time. Actually, they already have track record over 6 months, and usually I would wait to see live performance for 6 months before I decide to invest money and time with any trading robot. You can see that the performance is pretty steady. We have gained above 50%. This account started with $1,600 or nearly $700 and currently sits at $1,900. The drawdown is nearly 20%. I guess it is this one over here. And below we can see some more statistics from the account. The profit factor is 2.78, which is very good. Profit factor means all the profits divided by all the losses. Everything above 1 is good because simply it means it's a profitable strategy, but something about 2 and nearly 3 as a value is very good. Now the account started in October 2022, then in November we had about 5%, and this year the best was January, and recently the account does somewhere between 2 and 5%. But as you know, I like to test the EIs myself, so now I will show you step by step how I will be installing this expert advisor and trading it for some time on a virtual account, so I won't be risking any money. And the very good thing is that they offer free account, so I'll leave a link down below in the description to the bot. And what you need to do is the following. After you click on open free account, you will notice that they offer monthly, 6 months and yearly subscription, and they have the free option for 15 days, or that's pretty much a free trial. I'll click on start here and I'll click on proceed to check out. I'll put my billing information and I'll continue. And once you are ready, you will see that your order has been received, and there is the XAUBot file. Now what I will do, I will click on the file, and I downloaded a zip file. So what I will do, I will extract it, okay? And here is the ex4 file, which I will copy and I will put on my MetaTrader account. For the purpose of the video, I'll be using Fxview, which is a regulated broker that I'm using a lot recently. I'll go to Open Data folder. I will click on MQL4 experts, and I will paste over here the ex4 file. Then I would close the folder. I will right click over expert advisors and I will hit on refresh, and it will be visible. Now the CA has news filters, so we will have to add one link according to their PDF, which is very detailed. If you're a complete beginner, you will know exactly how to open the account, how to log in, how to paste the expert advisor, just what I did right now. And right in here it says that we have to allow web request option for listed URL, and I will have to add the link to their website. So what I will do, I'll go to tools, options, I'll click on expert advisors, I will allow automated trading, allow web requests for listed URL, and right in here I will paste it. I'll click on OK, and then I'll make sure to enable the auto trading. I will open XAUUSD symbol in a new chart. If you have any others, you can simply close them and just leave the one you will be using, and I'll switch to M5 because this is the time frame. If I show you one more time the manual, and then I will drag and drop the expert advisor over the chart, and in common I have to allow DDL imports. And before going through all of the inputs, I want to point out the importance of using a regulated broker that offers low spreads. Whenever you trade with robots, especially for the gold, you need to have a very tiny spread. And in my case, Fxview offers spread of about 19.20 cents of the gold price. So if you look at the screen again, you'll see that the bid price sits at 1972 or 73, and then the ask price, which is the high price at which we buy the asset, sits at 1973.20. It was a second ago, but simply 20 cents from the gold price is very good spread. And if I show you Fxview.com website, you will see that they have low spreads as well for the forex market, for the commodities where we can find the gold indexes and stocks, and as well their commission starts from $1 per $100,000 traded. All this is one lot, so it depends of course on how much you'll be trading with, but if you start with a small account of 200 euro, you make sure to trade the lots accordingly. And now let me show you the inputs of the expert advisor. The time zone is detected automatically. We have an option about the display lines. I'll leave it to true. Then here we have the choice of the different currency pairs, and if you're not sure about any of the inputs, you can go to their manual and you will see a complete section. So here it says that if enabled, the bot will automatically detect your time zone, just what I said. And then here we have the currency selection. You can choose one of the currencies between the menu to see news related to that currency for trading gold. Alright, so I'll leave it to the default. And then we have some timing settings. Very clearly it says that stop trading before high news. I guess that's in minutes. And if we leave it to 120, it will stop trading 2 hours before, and it will continue 2 hours after the hot economic news. And then you have some more options for medium news. As well, the EA offers some trading session hours, so if you don't want to keep your trades overnight, or if you want to stop 1 hour before the trading day is over, you can set that in the inputs. Now here comes the more interesting part with the order settings. I will scroll lower in the manual, and I want to see exactly what means close orders on new event. Enabling this option will cause the bot to close positions, including those in loss, before high impact news events. Alright, so this is still about the economic news. And as well, you have the option to close percentage from the whole amount, which is quite interesting, by the way. So you can leave some of the position during the news, and then it says that this parameter sets a hidden stop loss if the account balance reaches the specified percentage, let's say 25%, or you can use that for FTMO and other prop firms. Trade will be closed. And it says that for accounts with less than $600, a minimum drawdown of 50% is suggested. It is advised to withdraw profits monthly and keep drawdown below 20% for a safer experience. So interesting to see EA developers to suggest to withdraw profits. I always suggest my subscribers to withdraw profits. And here comes the key moment for me, the risk. We can see that the low risk uses 2 strategies, medium risk uses 5 strategies, and high risk employs 12 strategies. And they recommend to start with the medium risk. And I guess there are many strategies within this robot, just like portfolio robot that I showed already in my previous videos. So I will stick to the medium risk. I will stick to the drawdown of 25%. And finally, we have the lots. Let's see if they suggest anything about it. So you can decide if you want the EA to control the size. If it is set to false, the bot will determine the lot size based on the default code. It is highly recommended not to change this parameter due to potential losses from the money management. And then with the lots, if control lot size is set to true, you can manually change the default lot size. For example, setting it to 0.02 will open positions using that lot size. Alright, so if it is true, actually we enable us, the traders, to control the lots. But because I want to test the full capacity of the expert advisor, I will set it to false, and I will leave the EA to decide with how much it will be trading. I'll click on OK, and you will see that I missed to add an indicator. Right in this alert message it says please add the XAUBOT indicator in indicator file. So I'll open the folder, I will copy the indicator, very same thing, I will go to file, open data folder, MQL4, I will hit on indicators and I will paste it in here, and then I'll simply refresh the indicators and it must be visible. This is how you can add any indicator to the MetaTrader. And now again I will drag and drop the expert advisor on the chart. As I said, I'll be using the default settings, but the only thing I'll need to do is to enter the license key which I have received on the email. Then I'll click on OK and the expert advisor is attached over the chart. You can see that it says medium risk. My display changed, or not the display but the overview of the platform. I guess those are the hot economic news marked in here. And yep, tonight we have some hot economic news from the US. I believe it was actually the FOMC, but let me just recheck that. Yep, tonight we have the Fed interest rate, which is one of the most important economic news. And by the way, on Fxview you can check the calendar, which is very useful, very detailed. News from all over the world, but usually I'll filter the news just in the United States or the United Kingdom, Europe. Depends on the asset that I am trading. And as well, I'll leave a link down below in the description to Fxview, because if you open an account with them, they offer plenty of free services like VPS, welcome bonus, and a lot more, especially if you are not in Europe. Alright, so I'll leave now the XAUBOT version 9 on my chart, and I'm really excited to see if it will meet my expectations, because the good thing here is we have some monthly payment options, which allows me to test it actually for 2, 3, 4 months if I need, before going for yearly subscription, for example. And compared to many of the robots from the marketplace, actually the XAUBOT is on a relatively cheaper price, I think affordable price, and that's why I decided to record a video about it and show you step by step how to install it. I'll go through the free trial, and if many of you do the same and comment down below in the description, we will see together if it is really a robot that worth the money. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video and staying with me until the end. And before you go, check out this video on my site to see another robot that I recently reviewed. As always, stay safe, trade responsibly, and as always, don't forget that I love you. Cheers!